Hey everybody, this is Rob from Revelation Rain. Got a big announcement that we want to put up here on our YouTube channel. It will also be on our Facebook page and it will be on our reactivated website. And that website address is www.revelationrain.net. The website's been down for about 2 months because the state of the band has been in question. We've been on hiatus for about 2 months. And at various times, the band had dissolved entirely. But without going into too much detail, because it's really not necessary, excuse me, we've all talked, resolved any differences that there were. And so once you get to that point, once you discuss something and you make amends and you forgive, then you should forget. So we put that behind us, so we're not going to discuss any of that stuff because it's done and over with, and really it's irrelevant at this point. What is relevant is the state of the band right now and what the future holds for Revelation Rain. As I said, we've all had discussions at various points and resolved a lot of issues. A band is like anything else. It's like a relationship. It's like a business. It's all these things wrapped into one. And when you get four people in any situation, family, work, whatever, you have four different personalities and four different perspectives. And sometimes they're going to clash. Sometimes there will be disagreements. Sometimes there will be arguments. But you try not to let it get too out of hand. And you try to be accommodating. And you try to put yourself in the other person's shoes. And for the most part, that usually works. But sometimes, issues will come up. Things will happen where a break is needed, and you always hope it's not going to be a permanent break. You hope it'll be temporary. Okay. When this hiatus began, or when this disagreement started back in June, we didn't know if it was going to be a permanent break or temporary, and we had flirted with different ideas on how to get the band back together. We had contemplated, what would happen if it was only two original guys or three original guys, or does it need to be four original guys? What do we do? Well, like I said, after much discussion and much going back and forth, a lot of issues were resolved, and everybody's learned something about themselves and about the other guys. And it's just a way to get a deeper appreciation for somebody else's perspective, somebody else's boundaries, somebody else's needs and wants. Okay, and thank God we were able to do that. It took a little longer than I would have hoped, but that's okay. It's all it's God's timing, not ours. Okay, so anyway, after much discussion and deliberation and back and forth, we came to a point where we all agreed that Revelation Rain needs to go forward. Revelation Rain needs to exist. This music needs to be out there, and new music needs to be created. So Grant and I resolved some differences that we had, and he and I began to speak on the phone probably about a week ago, and really began the process of healing and just having a deeper appreciation for the other person. Not only their perspectives and their views, but their themselves, the person. All right? And once Grant and I had that, then we had a foundation. Then we had something, okay? And so we did a three-way call with JT. And JT had some concerns, and so the three of us were able to talk and resolve a lot of issues, and contemplate the idea of putting the band back together. Okay? But one of the other issues was a disagreement between Grant and Marty. And again, it doesn't matter what it was or why or anything else. It's all behind us. But, all of us had, some sort of issue or whatever with another person. That's just how it goes. So the big question was, well, can Grant and Marty move forward with each other? And so we reached out to Marty, and by we I mean Grant and I, and just said, look, I think we all need to sit down and just kind of resolve these issues and see if we can get to a point where we can work together and move forward. And Marty was open to that. And so this past Sunday, which actually was yesterday, the 22nd, whenever I look like this, I noticed that when I watch these videos back, I'm always going like this. I have a clock here that it's a digital clock. I'm going to show it to you. I know I'm on a tangent. Oh well. See that clock back there? It's got the time, it has the date. It also tells the temperature. I've had that clock, since 1999. Yeah, that's how long I've had that clock. When I worked at Old Kent Bank, I was in the mortgage department. Long story short, if you were like one of the top sellers or whatever else, they give you free stuff all the time. It could be a cup, it could be a keychain holder, it could be anything. I got this clock, and I've held on to it. And, a lot has happened since 1999. I've moved a lot here and there, back and forth, even to different states, whatever. Always held on to this clock. There it is. So why am I telling you this story? No idea. But the point is that whenever I look over like this, I'm looking at that clock to see what time it is and to know what the date is, because it's hard for me to keep track of that. No idea why I told you that story. Anyway, so yesterday was Sunday, and Grant and I met up with Marty at Marty's house and talked over a lot of issues and a lot of things, and it was good. It was really good. It was, I think it was conducive to us working together again, and that's the conclusion we came to. And I put up a picture on our Facebook page last night, of the three of us. I just took a quick selfie of the three of us. And so we move forward. Now you're asking, well, what about JT? Good question. The answer is this. We would love to have JT be a part of this. Anytime JT wants to be in this band, of course we'd want him to be here. But extenuating circumstances prevent JT from rejoining Revelation Reign. And it's unfortunate, it really is, but he did give us his blessings to move forward, to find a new lead guitarist, and to take this band to the next level. JT has to, I don't want to get into his personal stuff, but the end result is that JT has had to move to Oklahoma. We're in Michigan, that's a travel. That'd be a long way for him to travel for rehearsal or even for a show. So obviously that's not going to happen. That's not going to work. So Marty, Grant, and I are moving forward as Revelation Reign. We are currently seeking a lead guitarist. And once we have a lead guitarist, we will resume, as we always have, full steam ahead, full throttle, pedal to the metal, and all those other cliches. But those are what we live by, and that's what's going to happen. We will start booking shows again. We will book studio time, because by the end of the year, the plan was always to have record number 3 ready, and that still holds. We do have a guy, his name is Jacob, and the video he sent me shows me, and I showed it to Grant and Marty, and they were equally impressed. This guy's really good. His name is Jacob. Jacob, if you happen to be watching this, we are impressed, and we're looking forward to when the 4 of us can get together and see how this sounds, and hopefully move forward. We would love to have you as lead guitarist, so long as the chemistry's there and personalities permit, whatever else. But as far as your ability, just from the couple of videos that we've watched, spot on, brother. So said all that to say this. Revelation Rain is back. Revelation Rain moves forward. Revelation Rain will be playing in a town near you in the very near future. We will be booking more shows. We still have some shows that are on the books, so those are in place. Of course, we need to get rehearsals underway so that we're all brought up to speed. And once the new guitar player comes in, we need to get him up to speed. And then, yeah, by the end of the year, we hope to have album number 3 ready. And then 2022 will just be another blockbuster, record-breaking year for us. That's what we do. You can't keep a good band down, okay? Especially, and I've said this many, many times, when Christ is at the center of it, okay? And Christ is at the center of Revelation Rain, okay? So it's upward and onward from here. We appreciate everyone who's stood by us, everyone that continued to come to our YouTube channel and inquire about what was happening, if we were okay, if we were coming back, praying for us. That alone, that people were praying for us, that's just phenomenal. That is spectacular, and that's the best thing that we could ever ask for, prayer. Okay? We always welcome prayer. That's the lifeblood of any Christian, and that's the lifeblood of this band. Okay? So just know, make it, just want to make you aware that this band is back. We're back together. The 3 of us, hopefully, will have this lead guitarist in place, and then we move forward. It's going to be great. So we reactivated the website. You can go there because any updates and developments and whatever else will be posted there. It'll be on our Facebook page. Again, the website, www.revelationrain.net. Okay? That's where you need to go. Everything that you want to know about Revelation Rain is on that website. Okay? And we'll be updating that frequently. And, of course, the YouTube channel. If you're watching this video, then you're already at the channel. Kind of, hopefully. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right? All right, guys. Thank you again for all your support and for hanging in there. It's been 2 months, but it was 2 months well spent. It was needed. And, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's definitely the case here. All this stuff that was happening did not destroy the band. It put it on hiatus for a while, but it did not kill this band. And now we come back even stronger. And yes, we're looking forward to making 2021, the rest of this year, the best it can be. All right, we are ready to reclaim what is ours. And we are grateful to JT for giving us his blessing, for wanting this band to carry on, for wanting us to get a new lead guitarist, for wanting us to perform these songs. That speaks volumes about his character. So JT, if you're watching this, thank you. God bless you. We hope you're safe in Oklahoma. Keep safe. Jacob, again, if you're watching this, we're ready, brother. Let's get this thing going. To Grant and Marty, I just am so glad that everything was able to be resolved. I feel honored and privileged to be in a band with you two, and this is an answered prayer. This is a godsend. Let's treat it as such. All right, everybody, take care and God bless.